The member for Chisholm.
My question is to the Prime Minister. Will the Prime Minister please update the House on how the government is on the side of Australian workers to help them and their families get ahead?
The Prime Minister has the call.
What a great member. Mr Speaker, I thank the member for Chisholm for her question, and can I commend the member for Chisholm, the first Chinese-born Australian woman to be elected to this parliament, who gave her maiden speech here yesterday in what was an historic moment for this parliament, which I'm sure all members would agree. And I want to commend the member for her excellent speech yesterday, particularly in speaking Mandarin to the Australian Chinese community, and to particularly mark that moment. But in that speech yesterday, Mr Speaker, she said this, that she was elected on the mandate that if you have a go, you get a go. And, Mr Speaker, no one exemplifies that better than the member for Chisholm. And the member for Chisholm knows that she was elected on the basis of ensuring that Australian workers get a go. And I'll tell you how they're getting a go. More jobs, Mr Speaker. The highest level of employment participation of the working age population in this nation's
member for
history.
McMahon.
On top of that, Mr Speaker, tax relief for all Australians.
Member for McMahon will cease
interjecting.
interjecting.
Tax relief that the Leader of the Opposition and the Labor Party have sought to oppose in this place. At the election they opposed it, seeking only to put more taxes and higher taxes on Australians' workers, saying to them that they shouldn't keep more of what they earn. I've already in my previous answer referred to the actions we're taking to ensure stronger penalties for those who engage in wage theft. They've increased tenfold under the legislation our government has put in place. The increased resources we've put into the Fair Work Ombudsman, the criminalisation of worker exploitation, which laws will come forward from the Attorney-General shortly and the Minister for Industrial Relations on. But it does beg the question. Australians know whose side we're on when it comes to Australian workers and their entitlements and their jobs and their earnings. They know where we stand, but where does the Labor Party stand? Firstly, we've got the Labor Party in this place opposing laws which will ensure unions cannot siphon off the earnings of workers' entitlement funds and just spread them willy-nilly to their other union mates, Mr Speaker. And that's like having a union super fund paying the earnings of your superannuation to another union, Mr Speaker. Now that's against the law, and this should be against the law also, Mr Speaker. And we also know that they oppose laws that will boot out serially offending union officials from breaking the law, just like company directors were. Now, the Leader of the Opposition says he wants to get rid of John Sector from the union movement. Now, we're only trying to help you here. There's a law here you can vote for to ensure that John Sector gets booted from the union movement, and the Leader of the Opposition turns his back on those laws and he turns his back on hard-working Australians.